What is up everyone, hope you're all doing as well. So we are going to begin by creating the more wearable look. So I'm going to start off by putting in my contact lenses. I'm using the mesmerized contact lenses. I will leave a link in the description box below along with the name and all the other products that I'm using as well today. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, Jesus Christ. So I'm going to begin by applying some foundation. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop for this, and I'm just going to use a blender and simply just apply this all over. Don't forget your neck as well. And then I'm grabbing some concealer and I'm going to be concealing underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose and all of that good stuff. And then of course, blend, blend, blend. To set that, I'm going to grab the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder, and I'm just going to apply this of course underneath my eyes, my forehead and my chin. Don't worry about the loose powder, we're going to swipe that away anyway, kind of like baking. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to be grabbing the Fill and Fluff by NYX and also the NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. And my aim for this was to get them as HD as I possibly can and also quite heavy. So I've just gone in with an eyebrow pencil and I've made them rather natural near the beginnings of the brows and created kind of like false hairs and used the brush to kind of blend it and fluff it out. And then I've gone in with some eyeliner for the ends of the brows and made it ombre into a black. So you want to use lots of strokes to make the blend nice and gradual. Next I'm grabbing the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer and I'm just going to apply this underneath my brows to really sharpen and define them whilst also highlighting my brow bone. And then of course, blend, blend, blend. So I don't actually have an eye primer, so I'm using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which works absolutely fine in my opinion. You want to go ahead and apply that nice and evenly and smooth. I'm just using my finger because I just think it's easier. And then I'm grabbing the Helen E Cosmetics Neon Pigment in green and orange. I absolutely adore neon colours. So what you want to do is grab your eyeshadow brush and just pack this onto your eyelid. There's no need to worry too much about fanning out the edges or anything because this is going to be a cut crease. All you'll need to do is flick out the end and flick it outwards and upwards towards near the end of your brow. Once you're happy with a rough shape, you can then go in with some black eyeshadow and an angled brush and start sketching out the really basic shape of the cut crease. Once you're happy with your line, I'm then going in with a quite small eyeshadow brush and I'm just packing on the black onto the line, trying not to get it underneath onto the green. I'm also continuing the line upwards into the flick, and you want to just keep on slowly building up and adding more and more black eyeshadow. And then eventually you can go in with some bigger brushes and start diffusing the colour upwards. Try not to get any pigment underneath the line as much as you can. Take your time and use small gentle motions to get a nice even blend, and a little product goes a long way. Next, I actually just grabbed a really fine paintbrush, and you can use some paint or an eyeshadow or something like that. I think paint's much easier, and I just painted this very tiny thin line, and it's basically just like this really sharp corner. And then once you've got that line down, you can then go in with like an angled brush or a small eyeshadow brush and intensify the black. And you want to fade out the black inwards. And this only needs to be really small. Like I said, a small amount of product goes a long way. And you want to try and get the line as sharp and as clean as possible. Then I'm just grabbing some white eyeliner. I'm using the NYX white eyeliner for this, and I've just lined underneath my brow to kind of separate the line that I just created. And I'm also creating a line in between the black and the green. And this is what's going to seriously sharpen it and define and clean it up, whilst also giving it that white pop. You could use a glitter liner as well, that would be also absolutely gorgeous. And then you can take a fine eyeshadow brush and either a white or a nude eyeshadow and just kind of apply this in the middle areas to balance things out, make everything smooth and blended. And then of course you want to repeat exactly the same steps on the other eye. Instead, of course, I'm using the orange. Here I'm just showing you really close up. Hi, so up close and personal, of like how I did the inner corner thing. So just only very gently just applying a small amount of eyeshadow, and you just want to fan it out. Moving on, we're going to grab some eyeliner. Again, I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I'm just going to create some wings, and they're going to kind of follow the shape of the cut crease. Focus. Get them even. For my waterlines, really simple. I'm just going to fill them in black. I'm using the NYX False Blacks, and then for the inner corners of my eyes, I'm just going to create little mini cat eye wing thingies. Yes. And then I'm just going to contour my face, so my cheekbones, my forehead and my jawline. You want to get your face nice and chiseled. Then grabbing some highlighter, I'm using the NYX Born to Glow, of course using the whitest, lightest, brightest one. You want to apply this onto your cheekbones, your nose, above your lips, underneath your brows. For the lips, I'm grabbing the NYX Liquid Suede in Stone Fox, and I'm just going to apply this and slightly overline them to make them look big and juicy. And then I'm just going to create these cute little flicks coming from the ends of my mouth. Lashes, lashes, lashes. So important. And this is look number 1. Also, RIP to my Monster High dolls. I had to destroy 2 of them. It was so worth it. So yes, this look is much more wearable just on casual days. Well, that's kind of debatable for some people. I think this is a wearable look. And now I'm going to show you a more Halloween-y, spooky kind of look. So now we're going to grab our eyeliner and continue that cat eye we created earlier, and we're going to kind of join it onto the end of the black line that we created as well. And then very simple, we're just creating these lines coming from the eyes, and they kind of curl outwards. I'm only drawing them on very thin and vaguely first, and then I'm just going to go in and thicken up and tidy the lines. And then once you've got those lines down, then we're just going to create these little lines in between them. So they create an arched shape, and you want to line them up within each other. So now I'm grabbing some white eyeliner, and I'm just going to apply this only on some random areas and not all of them. This is just going to make it pop a little bit and also kind of match my eyes. So I didn't actually film this last step, but I then just took some black eyeshadow and a fine eyeshadow brush and just applied this underneath the web slightly, just to make them look a little bit more 3D and that they're kind of like on top of my face. I found these webs in Poundland, which is great, and I just literally grabbed some liquid latex by Meron and just stuck them all over my neck and chest. To be honest with you, now that I look back at the footage, I do think it would have looked better without the spiders, but probably because the spiders look so fake. But if they looked that realistic, I wouldn't even touch them or go near them. Yes, I am terrified of spiders. Unexpected fact about me. Who makes a tutorial on spiders even though they hate spiders? What is going on? Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful. If you like this, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and also feel free to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @spectrum, and finally, I will see you next time.